At the end of the day, they're remaking Harry Potter, the TV series. They talked about remaking Twilight.
I would love for them to just go into our backstories. Like, I mean, sure, remake it, but like, I think everyone is always so interested about our backstories that that would be fascinating.
You do a Harry Potter, Twilight
Crossover?
Our universe.
I know Tom will call him.
It's like Deadpool just like goes into a little bit of Twilight world for a second. Batman's there, no one knows why.
2 for 1 there.
Thank you. That's really cool.
We like each other.
Well, and Melanie, I remember doing it. You guys just had really great questions too, so it's fun to relive it. And Ashley and I, when we were in, was it London? London, we did, there's a musical Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
That we got to sneak into and
with the candles
watch,
and yeah.
And they had a live orchestra there, and we got to watch the Twilight movie, and it's hilarious to watch it with fans again. Because when you go to the premieres, I think you're just so swept away with doing the red carpets and promoting it, and then you're in there and you're thinking about, you know, the scenes that you did and how the edit turned out, and then you're thinking about getting to the after party, and you're also with like your family, and I know it was just like a blur. So seeing it again, well, first off, like doing your podcast, the Twilight podcast, and reliving it and then talking about it and having all those great questions, and then seeing the movie again it's really special. It's fun. The first one's really funny. It really is. Like in a very corny way, it is very funny. So I enjoy it.
Well, I'm kind of sword fight. The way it was choreographed, the whole thing, and music, but just whatever the thing was. That was a lot of fun, and it was great working with Mal, everybody else. It was cool.
I loved that scene, the Thanksgiving play scene. I thought that was really fun. I was 13, so the idea of burning anything down was great. And then before that, in the first movie, I really loved the play where we were reenacting that Shakespeare scene, and all the limbs were falling off and blood was flowing everywhere. I really loved that as well.
As a former middle school drama teacher, I wish I could show that scene at school, but I was able to.
I didn't even know it's all fake. They still don't like it? Okay, gotcha.
The most fun episode you recorded, if you have the memory of that. I did have a wonderful time recording the Cactus Juice. Yes! The nature of the comedy there really allowed for a lot of freedom. There was a lot of just like, we were trying a lot of stuff. There was a real, and that was true across the board. There was a real like free-feeling atmosphere that I'm very creative and just like do stuff and we'll figure out what's going to work. Don't worry. So that was one where it's just like, yeah, really free to throw stuff in the wall and had a great time. That makes sense. A lot of college fun. Yeah. I wasn't off doing that in college. I was a real just couldn't get this.
Yeah.
The memorable episodes I have, I don't know if they're favorite because they're just emotionally charged. And like the horrible episodes where I'm yelling at the wind.
Yeah.
And I remember like Andrea's like getting me to like go there, and I'm like, well, I don't feel like going there today. And he's yelling at the wind, just in the bringing tears.
By the way. He's like looking at me and there's like glassy eye, there's like tears just forming in his eye. He's talking about it. Misty.
I was just saying to a couple fans earlier that like I had this like weird manufactured memory that I remember doing The Great Divide, which I know is like the most hated episode of the series.
It's one of my favorite episodes.
It's fantastic. Underrated. But the whole reason why I think that I remember it is just completely made up. It's because like the one video that exists of me doing the character that lives on the internet today is from that video. So like I absolutely don't have a real memory of it. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. Like I remember that day, and it just totally.
Which wasn't
even. I think usually when we did that, it wasn't even like the actual recording thing. It was like
Feels like when we did that.
it's like Sadie Live for that one.
Yeah, it was literally, I was wearing a blazer and a button-up shirt, like I'm going to the recording dressed up.
You did legitimately almost always come in like a cool odors, like
Yeah, I was wearing the audio engineer's shirt because I didn't know that it was happening. I was wearing the same shirt I wore the last time I was on camera, and I was embarrassed. So that's why I'm wearing a shirt that's way too big.
yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. You can tell. Yeah.
Like, this is the 90s. You wore baggy clothes. What's going on?
It was cool. It was cool. It was a choice. So,